In a world where geek culture reigns supreme, there's a hidden gem that shines brighter than any infinity stone. Get ready for HurriCon, the ultimate comic art convention with a heart.
But what can you expect at HurriCon 2024? Get ready for a vibrant tapestry of comic books, writers, artists, toys, food, raffles for unique items, collectibles, cosplay, fellowship, and much more. Previous guests have included renowned comic book professionals and local artists. And let's not forget about the famous raffle table that has gained acclaim as the best raffle table of any convention on Long Island. HurriCon just isn't a convention. It's a testament to resilience, community spirit, and power of the geek culture to unite and uplift. So mark your calendars and save the dates for HurriCon 2024.
On July 20th, immerse yourself in a world where passion meets purpose. Follow HurriCon on Facebook and Instagram, and join us at the Bethany Congregational Church, 100 Main Street in East Rockaway, for an experience like no other. HurriCon 2024, the ultimate celebration of geek culture and community. Don't miss out.
The good folks at Comics for Fun and Profit have been doing 2 episodes a week for quite some time now, and it's all thanks to, first of all, Jason, and second of all, our patrons who allow us to add the space on our server, broadcast more, store more, share more with you, the listeners. I'm envious of those of you who have unlimited storage and media server capabilities. We pay for ours here at the C4FAP. It ain't cheap. We thank you so much for those of you who go to patreon.com/comicsfunprofit and contribute at any level to say thanks, to say, I want to be a part of your Slack channel conversations. I want to get exclusives. I want to get early access. I want to get ad-free access. I want to get swag. I want to get some free stuff. Whatever your reasoning is, we appreciate it at any level because it does make a difference. So from the bottom of Kyle and I and Jason's heart, thank you for contributing.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 925 for comics originally releasing July 23rd and July 24th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, I can probably stop saying Tuesday almost, as I think pretty soon, because there ain't much coming out on Tuesdays anymore.
Yeah.
But Drew,
I think you're right. I think that's a good call, Kyle. We should back to Wednesdays, you know?
We're just going to talk Wednesdays. That's right.
Yeah. So things coming out in your comic shop on Wednesdays as God intended.
That's right. The way it
24th.
was when we were young.
Yes. And we got a hot 10 to talk about, some juicy stuff in the old hot 10. I got an ad that just came up and blocked me, so hold on. I'll get there. You go ahead, Kyle. I'll catch you.
All right, I'm heading over to our good friends at comicbookinvest.com, looking at our Hot 10, and it looks a little bit similar to our last Hot 10, because we start with number 1.
All about Red Hulk. Yeah.
That's right, topping the list once again. Volume sales only just began when the trailer dropped last Friday, so this week we saw more than 100 sales as the book continues to move. The more interesting angle for this week is on the newsstand edition of this book, which saw a raw sell for $225, while a CGC 9.8 hit $400.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. And ranked number 2, Hulk number 2 from the same series. In the wake of everyone buying up issue 1 because he's on the cover, many collectors are also seeking out his first actual appearance in the guts of the story in the second issue. I'm not starting a debate on what's a first and what isn't. My only point is that the character shows up in the second issue, and that book has seen an average price of between $25 and $30 on more than 50 sales, while a CGC 9.8 would run you about $125.
Now that's interesting. We've had the debate about, you know, if it's a cameo panel or two in the back, is that really a first appearance? But that's more of a first appearance, I would say, than just a cover if there's no story content. That is interesting.
Boy, when you think of that character, you think of the iconic cover as well.
Yeah, and it's the cover that Yeah, he's not. I guess he's not in that issue. Okay.
Mm.
Who knew?
Our good friends at Comic Book Invest knew.
Everybody else but me.
At rank number 3, we have Witchblade number 1, the 1 in 50 good old J. Scott Campbell issue. We all saw this one coming. I mean, it's a J. Scott Campbell on a Witchblade and a 1 in 50 incentive to boot. So no one should be surprised. This is averaging $90 on a dozen or so sales so far. The price point has been pretty consistent throughout, as the high is only $100. So we're sitting right around double ratio, which is
because it's Witchblade.
And it's J. Scott Campbell. And it's
But
a good-looking cover.
It's okay.
It's okay. At rank 4, we have Star Wars Tag and Bink 2, number 2. This is a Dark Horse book, so a quick appearance on that final episode of The Acolyte has caused a stir in the Force. Many are jumping back onto this cameo appearance of Dark Plagueis and spending upwards of $50 raw, again, as well as $300 for a CGC 9.8. So there appears to actually be a reason to watch The Acolyte, Drew.
I've never heard of Tag and Bink before, so I'm not sure when this came out.
Mm-hmm. A while ago. Do you remember Darth Plagueis?
No.
So that was the reference as the Sith Lord that could cheat death.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, nifty thing. At rank 5, we had... Wait, did I finish that? Okay, that's a lot to pay for an appearance of a cloak, but there aren't really many options for Darth Plagueis until we see the character appear in canon comics. This will be what many gravitate towards for the foreseeable future.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So we don't even get a whole lot of Darth Plagueis in here, but it's all we got. At rank 5, we have the Biker Mice from Mars, 1 in 50, Francis Portela cover. Another 1 in 50 this week is causing a stir in the market, as this fun homage to Akira on the new Biker Mice series is fetching an average of $80 on only a few sales. Not a lot of this book out there. Volumes are not high, but neither is the stock available in this book, as many shops did not order enough to qualify for this one. High sales of $100 this week. At rank 6, we have Barbaric number 1. We talked quite a bit about Barbaric, Drew, on the outside looking in last week, as news broke on this series regarding some fantastic casting, and sales this past week have only grown. Many covers on this book, but cover A seems to be the early favorite, as it's hitting highs of $20 to $25 on a couple dozen covers. At rank 7, we have Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, number 7. A further tease in the latest Deadpool trailer of Lady Deadpool has triggered another surge in this book, as sales doubled this week to about $35. This appearance of a cowboy Deadpool, who also first appears in this issue, didn't hurt, as many sales are strong at about $100 or more for Raws, and CTC 9.8 is hitting $450, Drew. At rank 8, we have Ain't No Grave, number 1, by our boy Scotty Young and Jorge Corona on the cover, as the third printing of this book is now available. It seems many folks are now looking for the first print of this popular series and willing to pay a few extra bucks for it. Averages are only nearing $10, but this did have a high sale of $17 this week, as each subsequent issue seems to be adding more readers and collectors. It's a solid read, in our opinion. At rank 9, Captain America 25. While all the focus has been on the big red guy in the trailer being finally released and confirmed for the movie, there has been some trickle-down excitement for the fact that Sam Wilson as Cap is headlining this feature film. As such, this first, as with Sam as Cap, not Cam as Sap, is getting a bump, and its average is about $15 on 20 or more sales, while the second print hits $60, Drew.
Wow.
Yeah. At rank 10, we have Gromit's number 2, the 1 in 10. This book continues to hang around, tagging back in for issue 1. We see this 1 in 10 for issue 2 popping back on the list once again. Prices are up slightly for this last appearance on the list, as it hit a high sale of $37 this week, while the average has been $28, while the volumes doubled the sales of last week's earnings. It is the final spot for our top 10 this week.
Did I tell you I read the first issue of this? Oh man, really good. I remember it's very skateboard culture, and high school kids skateboard. That was pretty much the bulk of the entire first issue.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool, and I do remember owning a skateboard for about like a year until I gave up on it.
I don't remember you with a broken arm.
Yeah. Did you skateboard? Did I miss?
I was aggressive inlining. I had the rollerblades.
That's right. I forgot.
The rollerblades with the grind plate and the anti-rocker wheels.
That's right. Okay. Never touched a skateboard then.
I played around for a bit, but I sucked, so I moved on.
Yeah. That's I had one for a little while, and it never became a thing. So
my career never panned out.
No, but
Hawk for us.
I enjoyed grommets. It had a kind of the Dazed and Confused, feel to it. So Remender's great. And of course, he's going to be able to nail that.
Played a ton of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, so does that count?
Yeah, I think that gets you credit right there. Plenty of grommet credit.
That's right. All right, notable sales. We have G.I. Joe, the Real American Hero, number 21 from back of the day. Our jaw nearly hit the floor when we saw this all-time high sale for a newsstand edition of this issue of G.I. Joe, sell for nearly $6,000. Basically doubling the last sale price back in 2022. I know this is the classic silent issue and the first appearance of Storm Shadow, but $5,995 is an outstanding price and definitely notable and something we need to talk about. So I like another silent issue.
Yeah,
those are cool. And Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the Hustle edition. This is the M&M edition. Only two CGC 9.9s in the census for this exclusive variant, and an amazing best offer sale on a $20,000 asking price, as on those 9.9s sold this week for $10,000, a price that may pull that other copy out and back onto the market.
That is some bullshit. Can you believe that?
The fact that it's that there's a 9.9 that exists, or
yeah, I poo-poo the 9.9 because there's thousands and thousands of 9.9s that heretofore, before this new CGC era, were called 9.8s. So, and I bet you we'll start seeing some 10s. And
some Gem Mint 10s?
Gem Mint 10s. We'll start seeing some of those, and they'll be like, premiums paid for that, and we're like, wow, we can't believe it. And when all along those 9.8s were probably 10s, and but I'm more just surprised. Like, I forgot. I remember this was cool, and I remember when it was like $50, and damn.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just weird that we're in a standard ballpark where the industry standard for excellence is 9.8. And then over in like the card lots, it's all about the 10.0. It's all about, is it on center? Is there no creases? Cool, it's 10. It's very cut and dry.
Right.
Like, and it's there seems to be very little surprises when you don't get a 10 in a lot of things. But then there's good old comics where you're just like, well, it looked like a 9.8 to me, but they gave it a 6.
Yeah,
it looked like a 6, but they gave it a 9.8.
And it's like, at your yearly annual evaluation, if you've ever had a job where they give you, there's a 5-point scale, and it's like, needs improvement, meets expectations, exceeds expectations, whatever. And the top, whatever the top one is, sometimes in situations I've experienced,
we don't give 10, we don't give 5s. That shows no room for improvement.
There's no, exactly. We don't give out 5s. There's no room for. And then sometimes they'll say, I've never even got a 5. I'm like, well, that's because you suck. Give me my 5.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it feels like for CGC. They're just like, the perfect comic has never been created, so I will never give a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
And they just withholding. And I just can't believe we've sucked it up hook, line, and sinker for 2 decades now, 15 years, however long it's been a thing. And at some point we'll wise up, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Perhaps.
But I'm super excited. That was great, but I'm super excited about DC because DC goes all in.
All in. Absolute power. Took me forever to get this thing to come up. It better be worth it.
Like the Cowboys, like Jerry Jones said, the Cowboys were going to be all in this year. He was going to be all in on the Cowboys. I hope it's better than that.
My expectations are higher than that, but okay. We start with the Whimper, of course. Absolute Power 4.
Does that finish her up?
I don't even know because it doesn't say.
Yeah,
but I'm assuming it's around the end. All in. DC All In Special number 1, I guess, is the big thing when you talk about Scott Snyder, Joshua Williamson, with Daniel Sampier and Wes Craig on art, following the events of Absolute Power. So yeah, that's got to be the end of Absolute Power because All In is at the end of Absolute Power.
Yeah. Yeah, the heroes of the core DC universe have fought against the deep divisions in the world around them to usher in a new era of unity, and it's just in time because Darkseid has returned. Superman must gather every hero on Earth to hold the line against a very different version of the Lord of Apocalypse as they raise our cosmic defenses and prepare for war. And when the first blows land, the shock waves will ripple into every series in the DCU and shake the nature of their reality to its core. Scott Snyder, Josh Williamson, that's a good 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah. And even more exciting, Absolute Batman number 1, written by Scott Snyder, art by Nick Dragotta. Without the mansion, without the money, without the butler, what's left is absolute dark night.
And by the looks of that cover, Batman did not skip leg day.
No, he did not.
Holy smokes, he is a block with a tiny little head.
Yeah.
He looks like he got some Bane juice going in him, doesn't he?
So, I mean, if you ask me what I would want out of Batman, I would say Scott Snyder. If you ask me what I want out of Superman, I would say Jason Aaron. And sure enough, Absolute Superman number 1, written by Jason Aaron with Rafa Sandoval on art.
Wow,
we got some Jim Lee covers as well. So that's friggin' exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. An Absolute Wonder Woman, we get Kelly Thompson. Are we getting diminishing returns? Are you still as excited?
I have found the point where my excitement dropped off.
Yeah.
And of course, we're getting these new Batmans and everything, but we still have our existing Batman. Batman 153, Chip Zdarsky's run, and 154, both shipping this month. Some fairly neat, but all kind of crazy covers.
So this is a new arc, and all in. It doesn't say. I mean, it says all in, but it doesn't read like it's a tie-in.
Yeah, a brand new Batman story arc starts here.
Yeah, it looks like Superman with Josh Williamson and Dan Mora. Oh, look at that, Superman 19. Yeah. Now this one has Doomsday in it. Well, that was Darkseid in All In, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is All In? Now I'm confused. I got to go back up. Time out. I got to go back up to the beginning and find out what the hell is All In. I thought it was just that.
He goes all in with the biggest publishing initiatives in years, presenting 2 distinct narratives that form one colossal story, starting a dynamic and explosive new epic for the world's greatest superhero.
Okay. So new creative team join Action, Detective, Titans, Batman and Robin, Harley Quinn, Nightwing, and Catwoman. Continuing series, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Poison Ivy charge ahead with fresh arcs. Every series in October provides a fresh entry point without reboots or retcons. We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And throughout the remainder of 24 and beyond, multiple series will debut in the DC universe as part of All In. One both unexpected and long demanded by fans. You know what this feels like? A little mini New 52.
Exactly. That's the first thing I thought of.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, that may just be because I saw Snyder and Aaron headline.
Yeah, right. Get the band back together.
Exactly. Let's go back to the well.
Remember when we were good for a while? People loved us. Yeah.
Wonder Woman 14, Wonder Woman Uncovered #1. Ivan Cohen on that one. Action Comics 1070 has its all in.
I should be reading this. I mean, I think Mark Waid usually crushes, right?
Yeah.
And why am I should be reading this.
Double shift as well. Action Comics 1071, 1072, 1073. Quadruple shift. We get 4 issues of Action Comics that month.
Wow. Okay.
And Tom Taylor and Mikael Yanin start a new era of Detective Comics. That is my OG Nightwing New 52 team I liked so much was Taylor and Yanin.
Okay. Well, you know what?
I like Tom Taylor and I like Yanin.
Ram B is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is great.
Yeah, this should be a good time. Hopefully they give a lot of legs for things.
Yeah.
And a brand new Nightwing arc starts here with
an
all-new creative team. Nightwing 119, Dan Waters, Dexter Soy. Nothing against
you even
them.
got to give them a chance.
Of course, but, really big shoe.
Really big shoe to fill.
Yeah.
That's Dan Waters. I don't remember him being anything special. As a writer.
Harley Quinn 44, all in.
That's Elliot Collin.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, we got a David Nakayama cover that I like.
Yeah. Poison Ivy, still G. Willow Wilson.
Still G. Willow. Catwoman, Torun Grongbeck. Ooh, that show cover is dope.
Yeah. What is that? Is that like a negative space sketch kind of
seems
deal?
like it. Yeah.
Okay. Or it's not
Green Lantern's
complete.
all in. Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit for now. Green Lantern's all in with 16. Green Lantern Civil Corps Special, #1. Green Arrow 350, Drew. Special anniversary issue.
Okay. I could probably get into that.
Mm-hmm. Green Arrow 2024 Annual #1. Continue with Joshua Williamson, same creator. Flash 14 is all in.
Does it not feel like Green Arrow's been around longer than 350 issues?
I feel like it should.
They must not have counted any of the Green Lantern, Green Arrow books as his. Or maybe they did. I don't know.
Titans all in. Batman and Robin 14. Philip Kennedy Johnson. Birds of Prey 14. Callie Thompson. Batman the Brave and the Bold 18. Mark Waid with Batman, Superman, World's Finest 32. Enter Ejecta.
What's that in?
Power Girl 14. Mysterious new heroes taking Metropolis by storm, but Power Girl and Omega don't believe the hype. How can this heroine stop crime before it happens? Find out as Power Girl fights to save her city from itself. And up top it says Ejecta.
Ejecta.
Yeah.
That sounds like a AI bot wrote that one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
What we got here?
16, Josie Campbell.
Oh, Kyle, Mark Waid, and Chris Samney back together again. My Daredevil crew that I love so much. And they're doing Batman and Robin Year 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yep.
I am super excited about that one.
Yeah. Reuniting the acclaimed team of Mark Waid and Chris Samney.
Look at those pencils, Kyle.
Yeah.
Look at those pages. All that Samney's so good.
There's our book we're excited about. Poison Ivy Swamp Thing, Feral Trees, G. Willow Wilson. I don't know if this is a one-shot or an ongoing. I'm not sure what's going on here with this one. $6 48-page book, whatever it is. Trick or Treat, get ready for Halloween with a brand new batch of seasonal variants by Kelly Jones. Yeah. Multiverse, Collision Detection 2, Multiverses, Collision Detection 3, Multiverses, Collision Detection 4.
So these are all like Warner Brothers cartoons crossing over with...
Yeah.
Or something like that. I see the Mystery
it's
Machine.
weird. It's all crossing over with the Warner Brothers fighting game thing.
Gotcha. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
DC Horror presents #1, the Boulay Brothers, David Dashmalian and Leah Kilpatrick.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the Boulay Brothers.
I'm not either.
DC Horror, I remember us trying those a couple years ago. And they kind of fell by the wayside, and now they're back.
It's a wicked cover.
Yeah.
DC Horror presents Creature Commandos #1.
And Green Lantern Dark.
Yeah.
What is that about?
A haunting reimagining of the DC universe from Werther Del Daria and Tate Brombal.
Right. Well, he's pretty good. Deladera.
Nifty looking art. Gotham by Gaslight, Kryptonian Age 5 is a nifty little sheriff cover. Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter 4. DC versus Vampires, World War V3. Batman Full Moon 1. Thought it said Stefan Sajek on art, but it's Steven Subak.
Oh, I was excited too. Rodney Barnes doing that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Batman Full Moon. All right.
Yeah. Apparently werewolfy Batman.
Werewolfy Batman, yeah.
And Nice House by the Sea 4. Plastic Man No More 2. Jenny Sparks 3. Zatanna Bring Down the House 5.
I really thought I'd like that one more. The Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
Way too all-agey for me.
Well, this is the end of it. 5 of 5.
Yeah.
John Constantine Hellblazer Dead in America 10. My Adventures with Superman 5.
Of 11. Still of 11.
Still. From the DC Vault, Death in the Family, Robin Lives 4. I don't know how long this series is going.
I mean, I thought it was a one-shot deal, and they were just like, here's those 2 pages you missed.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just milking this sucker.
Jason Todd and the Joker working together. Facsimile of 237 for Batman. Facsimile of Crisis on Infinite Earth 7. That's a great cover. Love that.
So what is the deal with Batman 237?
It's a Halloween book, I guess. Yeah,
Denny O'Neil, Bill Finger.
Yeah.
Deal. I love that Crisis. Classic.
Hawkman 4 gets a facsimile. We got 3 different facsimiles hitting this week.
Well, now, what is the special deal about Hawkman 4? That's a weird one. Oh, first appearance of Zatanna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sandman, the complete Shakespeare collection. All right.
Batman Scooby-Doo 10. Scooby-Doo Where Are You 130.
130. They're still cranking those out.
Trades, and more trades. Of course, Nightwing Volume 6 there.
Santa Claus Silent Night. That's a Dan Mora cover if I've ever seen one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeff Parker doing the writing, though. It might be good.
Nice little collected edition of Injustice Gods Among Us for $60.
Yeah, it looks like they did an overhaul of the design on these collections, especially the typeface and whatever these are. Whatever these collections, the DC Finest collections, 600 pages or so, and how much are they? $40, 600 pages or so. That's not bad, is it? And you'll probably find better deals than that with your local comic shop, like Cowabunga Comics.
Absolutely.
Batman's Tom King. They're going back to the well there.
Yeah, definitely.
Printing that. Oh, the Cult they're reprinting. That's nice. Joe the Barbarian, that was a good one. Oh, and we got some McFarlane toys for Batman Forever. Mm-hmm. They took their sweet time cranking those out. That's awesome, man. I am all in, Kyle. I am excited about this month.
I was going to say, there's a couple books you're excited about, and you are all in. I mean, how can you not be excited about Snyder and Aaron as creative teams on Batman and Superman books? So that's pretty cool. You know, I've got to try not to take it personally that my Nightwing's changing creative teams, but it is what it is, and I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
But I'm going to head over to coverprice.com, look at another bit of our secondary market items, look at where they start and where we continue to start. Hulk, number one, Ed McGinnis. More Hulk. High sale of $246 for CGC 9.8. $96 fair market value for Near Mint Raw. 73 copies sold. But they take a turn on rank 2 with Fantastic Four 94. WandaVision debuted over 3 years ago. It laid the groundwork for Agatha Harkness, whose first appearance is in this book. 13 copies sold in the secondary market. CGC 8.5 Drew selling for $204, $65 for fair.
Right.
Very fine copies. That continued to be awesome. Sanford Green cover A for Doom 1, still doing good, still selling 26 more copies. $35 fair market value. CGC 9.8 is going for $132. And of course, more of the Hulk drama with Hulk 2 coming in at rank 4. Of course, it's a real first appearance, man.
Right.
30 copies. CGC 9.8, $125. $37 fair market value for Medium Raw. Of course, New Mutant 98 will continue to ramp up as the new Deadpool is getting ready to drop. We saw 39 copies on the secondary market. CGC 9.8 for $2,200. $300 for the Near Mint floppy. Nothing changes. It all stays the same. Barbaric number 1. That cover A from that 2021 Vault comic. I heard about 20 copies sold. $45 for CGC 9.6. $17 for regular ones. X-Force number 1 comes in at 7. X-Force has been pretty hot lately thanks to Caleb's appearance in X-Men 97. 32 copies on the secondary market. High sale of $50 for CGC 9.6. $7 for these books. And the Wolverine number 88, the direct edition for $1.95, which is, of course, that dope Deadpool and Wolverine cover that will continue to sell until that movie comes out, like I said. 34 copies in the secondary market. $410 for CGC 9.8. $55 fair market value for Raws. At rank 9, Captain America 25. The mantle of Captain America is a big deal. And, of course, this is our Sam Wilson as Captain America. 17 copies. $85 for CGC 9.8. Near Mint's $15. And the second print for that Sanford Green Doom, but this time the 1 in 25. $80 Near Mint's, settling at 61 on only 11 sales, Drew.
Oh, man. How many sales?
11 books.
That's pathetic. Pathetic, I say. And that's in the top 10. Yeah. Our runners-up, number 11, Deadpool, the facsimile, 1 in 25. I don't think I've seen that one. I don't remember seeing that cover before. That's pretty sweet, actually.
Yeah,
1 in 25. Cover. Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of sense. 19 of these moved. High sale of $50 for a Near Mint. Not too bad. Mm-mm. They talked about the grommets, number 2, 1 in 10. These guys have $350 for a CGC 9.8 on that already. And yeah. Near Mint's going for around $70. That seems really high. Higher than the other guys had it. Omega Man 3, that's, of course, First Lobo. We've got, that comes in at rank 13. We got 14 copies of this one moving. $350 for CGC 9.8. Raw's around $70 as well. At rank 14, we have Wolverine number 1, the classic Wolverine number 1 from 1988. 24 copies of this moved. 9.8 going for 300, quote unquote 9.8, and Raws at $64. Spawn number 1 comes in at rank 15, our favorite. Only 140 for a 9.8 and $36 fair market value. But of course, there are millions and millions of those out there. Watchmen number 1 from 1986, one of my favorites of all time. Sells for $165 for a 9.6, and Raw's gone for $30.
Cool.
Action 1066, the 1 in 25, comes in at rank 17, and this is that Funky Lobo cover? It looks like a troll doll, kind of. 13 copies sold.
That's exactly what it is.
$85 for a 9.6. Raw's around $47. Man, this is only like a month. They turned the CGC out quick. Kill All Immortals comes in at rank 18. That's more like it. It's a 1 in 10 Raphael Albuquerque cover from Dark Horse. And the quote, the elevator pitch here is, it's Succession meets John Wick with Immortal Vikings. So that sounds pretty good. High sale of $16 for a near mint, which ain't too shabby for a Dark Horse book. At rank 19, we got Blood Hunt, Red Band Edition, number 4, Betsy Cola, Tales from the Crypt homage of issue 28, 1 in 25. We love these Red Band homages. We all love them. 10 of these moved. I sell $72 for a near mint. That's not too bad for a 1 in 25. And our boy Scotty Young cranks out Ain't No Grave number 3, 1 in 25, with one of his stylized covers. 10 of these moved with a high sale of $63 for a near mint to round out the top 20. I want to take another look at it. Yeah, it's him being Scotty Young. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now it's time to give the boys all the kids what they came for, Kyle.
That's right. But the reason everybody's here, the sneak peek at next week. Let's check it out. Again, we are dwindling on Tuesday items. As we go there are simply 5 books, OGNs, compendiums, and trades and hardcovers. So nothing worth even really talking about. So I'm heading to the 24th because we are just doing Wednesdays now.
Now, Kyle, there's a Absolute Power Origins number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a television screen grab or a movie screen grab.
Yes.
Tie-in
series to the blockbuster Absolute Power event.
Is that from a movie still?
The answer to that.
Or is it just the way he drew it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't either.
It's a good looking cover.
Yeah. Task Force 7 number 2, the Stephen Platt cardstock is Aquaman mugshot. Looks great.
Very cool. And I like the Dan Mora cover as well.
Oh yeah, that's great too. That's like one of your little fighting game deals.
Kind of like that.
Kind of.
All red cover for Batman Dark Age 4.
Oh, I haven't got there yet. Did I miss that one? What's it called?
Batman Dark Age number 4. 4 of 6. It's on the second page.
Okay. Oh yeah, all red. So you're coming around on all red. You kind of like all red now.
Nope, just featured it, just talked about it. So.
Oh. Okay. Very nice. David Bowie gets a comic. Detective comic, Gilliam March covers. Wicked. Enjoy the last of Ram V. When we make way for who we making way for? Somebody be like, Tom Taylor. Yeah. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Who's doing this? This is Brian Azzarello's doing that. Stephanie Phillips, Chris Condon, Bill Hester. Ooh, a lot of good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an EC resurgence of some sort.
Yeah.
I like it. Flash is looking good. Flash Gordon. Greaser Gemini Blues. Who's doing this one? That's Magma Comics. Okay. Not familiar with their work. Green Arrow has some great covers there. One of these days, somebody's just going to do some Green Arrow without using that color. There will be the color green will not be present.
Will we change the name then?
Yeah. So I'd like to just see him go. See how long people let him get away with it.
Harley Quinn 42, Leslie Lee cover is cool. The Ben Harvey cover is kind of neat too.
Hey, the first Nice House by the Sea issue comes out with some cool, creepy covers.
Yeah, very.
Be curious if that's continuation of the previous book or like a new concept.
Drew, do you have $28?
Sure, I can scrape it up.
And you could get this Prince in Comics hardcover.
Oh, I probably should get that for my wife. She loves Prince.
It's by NBM. I don't know who NBM is.
Yeah, looks hastily thrown together. Rolling Stones gets a comic. Self-help on issue number 2. Six Fingers finishes up at issue 5.
5 of 5.
Spawn kills every Spawn. 1 of 5. Or Todd McFarlane cashes in more Spawn bucks. Just keeps them coming.
Super massive one shot. I like the cover B by Kelly McMahon.
Void Rivals hits issue 11. Second issue of Zatanna Bring Down the House. Hope I like that one better.
Good covers. Jenny Frison. Jenny Frison on that B.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I should have recognized her right away. I was like, that's a nice cover. Who's that?
Ain't No Grave number 1. We talked about it coming to a third print. There is that third print. Ain't No Grave 2 going to a second print on that. So pick them up.
Are you in the right date?
Shoot. Nope. Forgot to click. There we go. Never mind. Ignore.
You can't get that. Ain't No Grave. You cannot get it.
Cannot get it. Gone. Gone.
Yeah, we seem to catch all the images now in the lunar thing. Boom, though. For who's Boom going to? PRH? Is that what we said?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll know how much longer we'll have these guys to kick around. Vince is back.
Really?
Yeah. With yet another volume. Hello Darkness from Boom, which is there's a Momoko cover for Kyle.
Yeah.
And it's Garth Ennis, James Tinian, Brian Azzarello. Ooh, Peach Momoko on the cover with Becky Cloonan, Del Erda, Vanessa Del Rey, all in interior art. What is this?
And a really creepy Jenny Frison cover too.
A new anthology, a new horror anthology. It's what the world needs. More horror in it. But that's a pretty good one.
And there's even an FOC reveal by DeCall.
Oh, DeCall always crushes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't love it. Is that the actual cover?
I think so.
That's not great.
Something He's Killing the Children 39 has an FOC reveal variant as well. Raphael Albuquerque, and it's a good one. Of course, it also having a Jenny Frison. Marvel gives us Annihilation number 4. Blood Hunt 3 gets going to a second print, so even well into Blood Hunt, doing well. Captain America 11 gives us a Deadpool Wolverine homage.
Yeah.
The reflective off the blade. Deadpool and Wolverine World War III #3 gives us the necklace that you can win from the vending machines.
I am so in the bag for this NYX Art-Germ. I mean, how many times do I have to see an Art-Germ cover until I get bored with them? And I'm not like, ooh, gotta have that.
So good.
I mean, at some point, I've really got to. I mean, it's got to go. It's got to be old hat, right? I gotta get.
But is it better than the window shades variant?
Yeah, it crushes. It crushes. Check out
Wolverine 88 facsimile. So we get a facsimile for that Wolverine.
Oh, yep. That was hot there just a couple of weeks ago.
This week too.
Yeah, DC don't mess around, or Marvel don't mess around. Cash in, flood the market, and nothing in Dynamite ever.
Street Fighter and Friends swimsuit special cover A. Those seem to actually do pretty.
Yeah. So speaking of Art-Germ, we've got Addiction, Death of Your Life, #1 of 3 from Addiction Comics with an Art-Germ cover.
Doing the A.
On the A. This is going to be under ordered to nobody's business.
Absolutely.
And it's an Art-Germ cover.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a bad Art-Germ cover.
Not at all.
So keep your eye on that one.
We also have Alpha Beta's #1 of a 4-issue series from Massive. Kyle Stark's writing that one. French artist Simone Hunt, Rick and Morty, and Invader Zim contributes this retailer exclusive variant of Alpha Beta's #1.
Very nice. Well, Fantagraphics put out their best of 2023 list. And just in time for July of 24, because everybody wants to look back on 23 in the middle of July of the next year. Darkest Soul Side, Darkez Soul Side. I don't know. Fred Van Lente, Sebastian Cabral, Salvador Sanz. It's a Valiant book, a new Valiant book. Fred Van Lente's a old school Valiant writer, so he's good. You Valiant people, go get that. Go get her, you Valiant.
Liquid Kill #1 from Massive. Max Hoven and Aaron Crow.
Nice.
Liquid Kill follows sadist slaughtering vigilantes as they encounter pure evil in a blood-soaked cyberpunk future. Lucha Havre. We talked about that. These are the weird covers. We already talked about that a couple weeks. Nemesis #1 from Dark Horse. Mark Millar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Another option pitch.
From best-selling award-winning creator Mark Millar, Miller World and Dark Horse Comics are proud to present the debut of a brand new arc of the best-selling thriller Nemesis.
Oh yeah, Nemesis.
So this is Nemesis. This is Rogues Gallery. Yep.
That's not a new. North Valley Grimoire from Massive Select, first issue. Blake Northcott doing the writing on that. Looks like it might be noirish.
Ram God #1. Again, another massive book. A lot of massive books coming out. Ram God feels like Point Break meets Fast and Furious.
Hey, you got me.
Morgan and Owen Rosen.
Sold. Sister Powers Summer Vacation. That's Keen Spot. I don't think I like Keen Spot. I don't think I've ever liked anything but Keen Spot.
Moving on.
Yeah. Some Turtles.
This is
the new launch, right?
This is the #1.
Oh, look at all those covers.
Some good looking covers. Joelle Jones, cover H.
Oh, is that her with the red?
Dang,
she phoned it in. Winnie the Pooh Demon Hunter, #1 of 4.
I'm in. Let's fight.
Let's crush it. The cover B is $10. Weird. Cover A is not that much. Strain.
All right, Drew, this is one of the podcasts where I ask for your pick of the week. Now that we've gone through everything, what is the one book that we need to pick up from our local comic book shops?
Well, I mean, I'm excited to read Hello Darkness, that anthology, but I got to vacillate between the two Art-Germ covers that I can't get enough of, and that's either the NYX or the Addiction. I think NYX there'll be plenty of copies of that one. Yeah, but the Addiction will be underordered. It might not pay off like right away, or it might pay off short term and long term because people will be clamoring for it. So I'm going to go with Addiction, Death of Your Life, #1 from Addiction Comics and Art-Germ's cover.
Let's just go and do a dual Art-Germ pick, and I will pick the NYX version. So we'd have Art-Germ featured for both of them this week. My other, I was also looking at the Street Fighter 2024 swimsuit issue, and I was also looking at that North Valley Grimoire from
that was pretty cool. Yeah,
but I'm going to go with good old Art-Germ, and we're going to do a twofer for Art-Germ.
I like it. I like themes. That's awesome.
I do. We don't do that often, but today we are simpatico. I want to thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself through our sneak peek at next week as we pare things down from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. And it looks like we're just transitioning back into Wednesdays. Happy days, happy comics, happy life. Can't beat it. We appreciate you. If you want more from Drew and Kyle, head on over to patreon.com, find comics for fun and profit, toss a couple of bucks our way, and be part of all the fun stuff we're doing here in the future. So for Drew and for myself, see you.
Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and their mail order company, Deep Discount Comics. And we went there, and we were actually invoice number 00001. We were the very first their very first customer, which was kind of cool. They've been nothing short of fantastic, customer service wise, discounts. They were very close, if not the same or better than DCBS on a lot of things, over and above customer service wise, always taking care of us, going the extra mile, so responsive, getting instantaneous responses back to questions about things, and to the point where knowing the stuff you like and anticipating your needs and having it suggested that you might want to add this to your order already before you even have to think about it. That's kind of cool. Really quality experience. So we love working with Cowabunga and Deep Discount, and that's why they're in our show notes every single episode and have been for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. That we leave them there because we like them. They're cool, good people. That's why they're in there. By God, they'd tell you to, if you've got a local comic book shop that you love, stay with them, because everybody needs to support their local comic shops. But if you're looking, check them out. You can check them out in the show notes. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of them. Either get on their list, just so you can check and see what kind of FOC and pre-order stuff they have and the discounts, and they'll send it to you each month, get you on that email list. And you can check out their shop, because they have a great shop of exclusive Cowabunga variants. Amazing stuff. Yes, they've always been there for us, and we take them for granted. So there you go. Now you know.